Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this water shader in Unity. So this is made in Shader Graph and it's a bit different to my last shader in terms of it has foam on the edges. That's the best part of it. And it's kind of similar to the terrain that I used in my last infinite terrain video. So it kind of follows the same kind of rules. So when you move it around, the terrain in the last video used to change, so does this water. So then when you can slap on the chunk loading script onto a camera in a URP project. It has to be URP, and you can just set it to chunk view to 20 player chunk. If you press play now, boom, infinite water. It actually moves too. You can see the foam is being created, and there's a depth fade still. If it's requested enough, I'll try to. I haven't learned it yet, but I'll try to learn how to make an underwater kind of effect. So when you go under the water, it actually looks like you're underwater, like in Minecraft. But without further ado, let me get into the tutorial. Okay, so what you want is a new shader PBR graph called water. Then you want to create a material also called water, or whatever you really want. Then you want to drag your shader onto your water material, and then grab your material and put it onto your plane. And now we can start putting the nodes in our shader graph. So open up the shader graph, and your shader graph will look like this, okay? So this is called the blackboard, and this is called the main preview. We won't be needing the main preview today because there's nothing really to preview in today's thing, so we'll just leave it out for now. So what we're going to do first is we're going to create our variables. So we're going to have a vector1 for water noise scale, okay, and I'm going to set that to 2, and I'm just going to duplicate this a bunch. So 1 2 3 2 3. So the way I duplicate it is Control D, and I'm going to change this, and the way you rename it is just by double clicking. So height, double click, drag. I'm going to change it to speed. I'm going to set this, and now we're going to set this one to foam depth. Oh wait, no. Foam width. I'm going to change the depth actually. Okay, and now we want a foam color, so make a color, foam color. Default this to white with full alpha. Then you want to create a new vector1 for the foam's ripple speed. So foam ripple speed. So this to 0.3. And you want to create a foam noise scale. So foam noise scale. Set this to 10. Then you want to create a depth fade, and then set this to 0.7. And next you want to create not a vector1. So you can press delete to delete the vector1. You want to create a new color called just shallow color. Change the shallow to a nice little bluish color here, and make sure the alpha is full, and create a deep color. So color deep water, deep color, enter, and make this a darker one. So probably something around this should be good. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, so now we've done all our variables. Let's actually get the nodes going. So we're going to create the vertex displacement first. So we're going to go position, keep it as world, minimize, take it out to a split. I can never spell split, can I? Split. Take the R to a vector 2 and plug it into the X, and then get the B, plug it into the Y. I'm gonna move all this to the side real quick and just work in here. Next, what you want to do is take it out to a tiling and offset and plug into the UVs, and then you want to create a time node. So time, put that under here, take that to a multiply A, and put the multiplies output into your offset. From here, you just get your water speed, grab it, plug it into the multiply. So just run over this. Position to split, you want to split the R and B into a vector 2 and plug the vector 2's output into the UV of a tiling and offset. Then you want to take a time node and a water speed variable, plug them, multiply them together, and plug them into the offset. Hope you're following so far. Next, what you want to do, minimize this and take this out to a gradient noise UV. Okay, then you want to add our water noise scale. So where's our water noise scale? We forgot to make it? Nope, we didn't. It's right here. I'm blind. Anyway, so plug our water noise scale into here, and I'm just gonna make this a little more pretty. Okay. Next, what you want to do, you want to multiply this. So go multiply A, and we're going to multiply it by our wave height. So water height. Sorry. Next one you want to do, take this out to a vector 3, Y. Then you want to take a position node, set it to object, plug the out, take the out into a split, get the R and plug it into the X and B into the Z. So that's our vertex displacement. And now we're just going to create the low poly look like we've done multiple times on this channel already. I'm just going to move this here. Okay, that's cool. Now we're just going to take it out to a DDY. Move this back here. Okay, so just move that there. Okay, cool. DDY, DDX. Get the cross product of DDY and DDX. So cross product. And then you want to normalize this. And then you want to get a transform and then set it from object to tangent direction. And that should be all of it, all of our vertex displacement. So just select everything, go right click, group selection, and I'm just going to call it vert displacement and normals. So get the vector 3, plug it into our vertex position, and our transform into the normal. If we save the asset now, and we go back into Unity, go to scene, we'll see our little water. So you just want to play around with the variables a little bit. So set down the noise scale a bit, set down the wave height, decrease the wave speed. Yeah, looks good so far. Okay, not bad. Now you want to go back to your water, and we're just going to create the color for our water. Also, before we forget, remember to go to the little cogwheel you see here and change it to transparent. Change the surface to transparent. Okay, now what you want to do, you want to get another position node. So position, keep it as world. You want to split it. And then, actually no, we don't need to do any of this. We can just copy it from here. So we're just gonna select all of these, right? Don't select the position, just select these few nodes, copy them, back then Control C, Control V, and then put them here, okay? And now instead of waves water speed, we're gonna have foam ripple speed. Plug this here. Take the tiling and offset, plug into the UV, out, offset, close this, get another gradient noise, plug into the UVs, foam noise scale, grab it there, put it here, and that should be good. Now what we want to do is we want to create our scene depth. So we're going to have a scene depth, okay? Then we're going to subtract it. We're going to take the output to so we're going to take it to a split. So basically just have a scene depth in I mode. Want to subtract a split, and we're going to put our screen position here. So position out raw. So you just want to get our raw screen position. You want to split it into our 4 things. You want to take the alpha channel and you want to put it into your B of the subtract, and your scene depth in sampling I, and you want to put it into the A slot, okay? Now what you want to do, you want to add, so go add, and you want to add this, subtract, and I'm just going to move this over your gradient noise. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to go here, so take the subtract out, and you want to go another divide. You want to plug that into, I believe, the A, and minimize these two. Okay, cool. And then you want to get our depth fade, put that into B. Okay, cool. Now we want to saturate our divide, so saturate. And you want to lerp between our shallow and deep. So lerp, you want to put this saturate into our T. Okay, then it's gonna get our shallow and deep color. So shallow, you're gonna plug the shallow into the bottom, and you want to get the deep, you're gonna plug it into the top. Okay. And now what you want to do, you see this little add here. What you want to do from here, you want to go divide it. So divide A, shrink this, and divide it by our foam depth. So put our foam depth here. Okay, that's cool. Now what you want to do, you want to step it. So step, edge. And the in will be our foam color. And last thing you want to do is just add these 2 values. Add A, add B, and plug this into the albedo. And so that should be our entire shader graph. And I'm just gonna group selection, and I'm just gonna call this color. Okay. I will be providing an image of the completed shader graph in the description. So if you just wanna skip to there and check it out for yourself, then you can do that too. So now it should have updated. What happened? Oh yes, we didn't have any of the correct values. Let me just see what values I used for my other shader. So we used -6, so 0.16 for the scale. I'm just going to open properties like this. So right click, properties, yeah. Then you go back to your assets, water, and you'll see here. So you can just copy over the properties. So copy these properties into here. So go 0.16, 0.79, 1.09, 1.21, water 0, 0.4, 4 point, let's see, 34, 2.74, and those are your colors. I'm going to enable GPU instancing. And if I get a cube, 3D object, cube, I reset its transform, make it big, not 10, that's too big, 5 by 5 by 5. You'll see that we have our little thing. Yeah. Our foam on the edge. I wonder why it looks different, because if I go into here, that looks good. Why does this not have shadows on it? Let's see. Maybe my object split world transform untagged plane lighting. Nah, probably just something weird to do with Unity, but it works. Yeah, must be fog. No fog. Anyway, so we have our water shader here, and you can tweak the values to your liking. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and yeah, I'll see you next time.